Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everybody doing? Oh, let's see. I know Nikki was here earlier. Nikki's still here and awake. Verna, thanks for coming by. Tommy J. Scott, of course, thank you. Thanks, everybody. Andrew's here. Hey, Andrew. I was just thinking about you. I watched that video. I was talking to Bobby back and forth and about that steak, and that looked pretty good. I'm going to have to try that. He said you knew of the place. I've been here for 3.5 years. I don't know how long it's been. It looks like it's fairly new, but still, it'd be nice have a place to eat stuff that I shouldn't be eating. Thanks, Nikki. I'll have to do that. Justin, how are you? Did I miss anybody? If I missed you, I'll find you somehow. Let's see. Anyway, so. First off, let me just pull up this. How do I do this? Oh, am I getting a humming? That's better. Will this come up? Yeah, there it is. If you guys can see that, this was from. They didn't send anything the last couple of days, but this is the floor going in Ubon. So I don't know if I can make that any bigger. I guess if you're watching me on a 50-inch screen, you can see it. But anyway, I imagine we're going not this weekend. We're going to have a semi pizza party. If you guys didn't watch the little pizza video on Saturday, I also got the other. I got to stop doing that. And I almost said but the barbecue that I bought. I got to get that up on the roof, and I'm going to go to Macro Friday, I guess. What is it here? Wednesday or Thursday? Anyway, get some more mozzarella, get the stuff that the Thai people want to eat on the pizzas, the ham, fake crab, what else? Mushrooms, and I just buy the mushrooms in the can. And the sliced mushrooms from Macro, and a bunch of other little stuff. The chicken legs I'm going to get in thighs, and actual barbecue sauce. I'm going to actually do a barbecue. So I think they'll like that. I don't know. They like the pizza, except I just have to make sure that they have plenty of ketchup. They like to put ketchup on it. Now I was going to make the dough the day before and blah blah blah, which I still will. But my wife, I asked her this morning, she doesn't want the Neapolitan, which is the big, airy crust, deal. She just wants a flat, what I call New York style, roll it with a rolling pin, get it thin as possible, crust and all. That's what she wants. So I got to figure out maybe today, because it's raining, so I'm not going to be moving around a bunch of stuff, and I'm sure that the cousin won't show up today, but yeah, so I'll probably make some dough and see how many. I'm imagining it's going to be somewhere around, maybe, I'm guessing 8 ounces for a dough ball to make like a 13-inch pizza, and that's what it fits best in the oven. That's the best luck that I had, but I was really surprised. Like I said, I was really surprised that I didn't burn and ruin, the first pizza. Hi, Monica. Welcome. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. Let's see. Did I miss anybody else jump in? No. Okay. So that's the plan for today. I guess I'll make some dough, and basically that dough I'm just going to make in my mixer, and then make it into a ball and set it out for about 2 hours, put it in the refrigerator till tomorrow morning, and then pop one out. And I think I'm going to guess just by looking at the ball. I don't know how else to do it, but I'll at least know, how big. If it's too small, then I'll make them 8, 9 ounces, 10 ounces, whatever, or make it less. But anyway, I know that the people are looking forward to it, and if you want to come. Whoever wants to come, that's close. I know Bobby is. He's getting ready to get out of here. But if Andrew, if you're still here and you want to come by, you and the wife, you're more than welcome. It's going to be Saturday, and it should be fun. Like I said, I got some pepperoni still left over. I don't think they're big fans of pepperoni, but we'll find out. I bought the pepperoni online. I bought everything that came. The only thing that didn't come was the peel. Although I do have the turning peel, which is just a 9-inch on about a 2-foot stick, and just used to kind of turn it. You kind of probably seen them before. But anyway, I also got 3 round 12-inch. Is it 12-inch? Yeah, I think 12-inch little round peels. So I'll actually make the pizzas on there, so I can have 2 or 3 of them ready to go. And even the New York and the flat, and I'm probably going to take 3 to 5 minutes to cook. So it should be fun. So you're more than welcome, Andrew, if you want to stop by, if you guys are around. But I'm going to make it to that steak place. I don't know when, but I wanted to get to I wanted to go visit Chuck too, before, just for a night, just to get out on the road. I got to get on 2 wheels and clear my brain. But maybe next week, I don't know. But I know that I don't know if you guys have got a chance to look at Time to Get Going, Bobby's deal on the what is it called? It's a number 319 something. It's about 10 kilometers out of town here in Surin, and then they have an actual where they raise the cattle about 20 miles or 20 kilometers out or something, or 15 clicks. I don't know, something like that. Hey, Baldy, hope you're well. I haven't seen you in a while. 361. Okay, there, Andrew put it up there. But they look good. Bobby got a T-bone, I think, or a porterhouse. It looked like a T-bone. And then I think Andrew got a tenderloin. And then what did the wives get? 2 burgers, 1 chicken, one beef. And it looked good, because here in Surin, we don't have any kind of really great places to get, like if you were in Pattaya or Bangkok, or go wherever you want, get Indian food, get Mexican food. No, we don't have those options. So to have an option, not that it's something, like I said, we were talking on our little rap channel and typing. I still eat 95% Thai food, but that once in a while to get out and have a steak, have a burger, have some whatever. I wish I could find good Mexican food, but that ain't happening here. Let's see. It's Monica saying, I'm here until I get sleepy. I took pain meds and slipped in the shower this morning, and I've been wow. Hope you're okay. Where are you at, if you don't mind saying? What part of the world are you from, Monica? By saying hi to Baldy. If you guys aren't subscribed, great channel. Does stuff with his does a lot of stuff that I'll never get to see, because he hikes up the big steep stairs and stuff I can't do anymore. And he always takes his family, or most of the time when he does his family stuff, it's top. When he does any of his videos, it's top notch. You guys, I never steer you wrong, so definitely hit it up. Illinois. Okay. Well, thanks for joining. Yeah, it's getting late there, right? It's got to be. I think Midwest, right? Wow. Okay. Yeah. Hang in there. Hope you're feeling better. But after this week, we're going to have the pizza party on Saturday, and then the following week we're going to go back to Ubon, and I think I'm going to be amazed again. Probably going to bring a few more koi to throw out there in the pond, and maybe some little bit bigger ones, and just a couple, maybe 8 or 10 of them that I have up in the front pond that we cleaned yesterday. But I think I'm going to be amazed. I bet you they're going to have 80% of the floors in and the paint done. They were painting and doing the floors when he sent that. I think he sent that 2 days ago. So they never cease to amaze me. Got to try to get ready for that party, and I'll probably bring that little pizza oven out there, and then we'll get a big. They're expecting a big shindig out there. All the people they're waiting for it. So we'll give them what they want. We'll have some fun and have the big boom boom loudspeakers. Maybe get whatever we can get to have some fun with everybody and family. Most of them. Everybody knows each other out there. I like it, man. I like it in New Bond. I don't do I like it better than here. I think I'm kind of accustomed to or becoming accustomed to Surin. If I had my druthers, you guys know from if you watch me, I'd rather be by the ocean. But everything in my life, 99% of my checklist is checked. After losing my wife in 2018 of 30 years, and pretty much thinking life was done, and then finding my wife that I have now, who's amazing. It's I don't know. I've been touched by somebody. It must be my mother, the devout Catholic that just has God. She had to be involved somehow. Her and my ex and my wife that was that passed. I'm sure they both wanted me, or I know my wife did. She didn't want me to roll over, So I'm sure she's happy. It's amazing. It's an amazing story. But I don't know. So for the people out there that in case you don't know, life doesn't have to end at 62 and after you've been with somebody for 25, 35, 45 years or whatever. You can still have the life that you want. And I found it in Thailand. I think it can be found pretty much anywhere in Southeast Asia, if that's what you want. Me, I wasn't looking for that. Hey, Black Sheep, how you doing? Glad you could stumble in. I appreciate it. But it's amazing, man. I never thought, like I said, never in a million years, if someone was to walk up to me back then and say, "Oh yeah, you're gonna find and fall in love with a woman. She's gonna love you to death. You're gonna inherit a couple of children who you love and a family, a Thai family. You're gonna build a couple of houses and buy some cars and scooters and have a whole bunch of fun." I would have said, "Oh, you're so full of shit. Your eyes are brown." But it can happen, and it has happened. What's Black Sheep asking? Question: when you building the pizza? No pizza. If I would show, like maybe a newborn, if one of the family, wanted to said, "Oh, how could I get a little oven and learn how to do that and make it in the marketplace and sell, slices of little pizzas for 2 baht or make a baht." That's all they care. They don't have much money there. It's anything that they can make, they'll do, and it doesn't matter if they've got to sit in the marketplace for 12 hours. It's amazing. The people in Southeast Asia just totally amaze me. Anyway, if they do something like that, I would think about buying them a little oven and getting them set up and letting them do that. Sure. Because to make the dough and stuff, you need it by hand. Flour, you buy a 25-pound bag of it. It'll last a long time. Yeast is cheap. The most expensive thing is what you put on it, is the cheese and stuff. So I don't know, maybe it will, maybe it won't, but I would do that way, Black Sheep. But I'm retired. I'll be making a new start next year. Very cool. You're gonna come to Thailand, Monica. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's amazing, man. And I don't think it's a good life here. The thing that let's see what love positively will always bring happiness and good vibes. What did I miss? Anyway, it's amazing, and I don't know if I'm kind of in tune to from the United States, not too so much from Australia, from the UK, from France, Italy, wherever else you're coming from. But I know the US, and if you've worked your whole life and you're at retirement age and can collect Social Security, you can live on that if you're getting a decent Social Security. I want to say anywhere between, I've did a couple of crappy videos, but I still explain the stuff pretty well, the breakdown anyway on the last one I did. I think I said you could live for 1,800, but I broke that down to where you can live for 1,400. And in the United States, I don't know what it's like in Illinois, but in the in California, you'd spend that just on to get a 1-bedroom apartment. You'd spend over 1,000. So it is what I preach for people to come to Thailand, but I don't really like to, because I like it when there wasn't anybody here. I could go to the beach and there wasn't mass, people on the beach and stuff like that. But that's just being selfish me. But it's a good place, and I would suggest anybody, at least if you don't want to retire in the United States or in your home country, to come and try it for 3 to 6 months. And I don't know what your background is. If you've been here, I had never been here before. I came in November, or actually it was September, October. I think it was the end of October that I came in 2018, right after my wife had passed. She passed, it's actually coming up on the anniversary on the 21st of September. It'll be 5 years, which is amazing to me too. But anyway, to come for, and I say 3 to 6 months because you can get a better rate on a place to stay. But I mean, where are you going to go where you can come to a country, get semi welcomed in, to a decent government, a great climate, and the price that you can live, that you can stumble off, come to Isan or whatever, and find a place for under $175 a month for a 1-bedroom apartment with air conditioning and stuff, furnished. Just bring your suitcase and walk in. I don't know of very many. Now, I haven't been to every country in the world, but Thailand's where I'm going to die. No, not in Thailand, but away from my current situation, which isn't the best for me right now. I moved to Illinois just over a year ago. Oh, really? Where in California? I'm from San Fernando Valley in Southern California. It's about, I don't know, 40 miles outside of LA. That's where I grew up. My whole life was there in Reseda. Well, hopefully your situation will change, and hopefully you will come one day and check out Thailand. Where was Logan? I was going to ask Logan something. Oh, I don't know do you think that, I guess the solid briquettes, they say to use lump charcoal. The charcoal that I bought, I burned a lot more than I thought I was going to burn to try to get it up to temperature. But this is just the wood that you can buy that people make. I think I paid 10 baht, 15 baht or something for a big bag of it, but it isn't like mesquite, like what I got, in the States when I used to do any kind of charcoal stuff, and it burned, forever. But mesquite's like hard as anything. I put that mesquite uncharcoaled in my cage with my Malaccan cockatoo, who could break a broom handle, and he could barely get into that mesquite stuff. So I don't know. I got to check. I got to ask my father-in-law if it is, what's a hardwood here, because also, I want to put it on there, because like I said, you want that roll across the top of the oven. That's what cooks the top of the pizza. The heat of the oven, the stone at 500 or whatever, and 700 degrees in the oven Fahrenheit. That's heating that stone and cooking the pizza, the bottom of the pizza. That roll over the top, that flame, open flame, is what's cooking the top of the pizza. And it worked good, but those chips, those are like Weber chips I paid off of the internet. $6 for a little bag this big, So I got to find out a little bit of stuff. I'll figure it out. But I was surprised, and I might try a couple of, maybe get it started with that and put that lump fill that tray deal and load them in the back all the way to the top. I'll figure it out on Saturday, and I'll try to do a little filming in the Bay Area. Yeah, I've spent a lot of time over in that area too. In fact, how long? 15, 18 years, with maybe more than that. Around 20 years. When I moved with my wife, we moved up above Fresno. If you're familiar, up in the High Sierras, Bass Lake. We were we were a mile and a half from Bass Lake on 5 acres. And we spent about 20 years, I think, before she got sick. And I liked it up there. But I worked for UCSF, the University of San Francisco, Fresno. They have a just under 100,000 square foot, 3-story state-of-the-art teaching facility at the trauma hospital there in Fresno. And when I semi-retired from heating and air conditioning, and became a building engineer, a chief, and did that for about 8 years before I retired, right about 50 years old. So I got lucky. But I really enjoyed it up there. It was nice up in the south. About 3,000 at 3,000 foot. We got a little bit of snow, 6 inches, maybe 2 or 3 times a year, on the ground for a couple of days and then gone. It was nice. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it up there. Yeah, Bass Lake. It's really weird. We used to go to Bass Lake when I was a kid. My uncles worked, and they got 2 to 3 weeks off every year, and we went to Bass Lake from when I was like 10 as a kid. So I have a bunch of fond memories of growing up and going to Bass Lake. And when my glorious ex-wife that had my children, she moved up there away from me and in the valley, and I had to go up there. So my kids were up there anyway. So when I moved up there, my son went to went to high school. He made the JV football team his freshman year, which is a big deal. Called me up all excited, and I told my wife after I hung up, I said, we ought to go up there and watch his first game. You'll probably freak out. So we went up there, and then, of course, after that, we had to go up every week, and we started looking for a place, and property values at that time were going crazy, and we bought a place, and then we bought the place that we spent 20 years in. But I really liked it. I had a good time up there. But I saw more people. It seemed like people from the San Fernando Valley, now I don't know, from the Bay Area, they would go to Bass Lake. I'd see more people that I knew at Bass Lake during the summer than I'd see if I was stumbling around the valley back at home. So it was really weird. So it was fun. I enjoyed my life up there for 20 years. Like I said, every time I drove past Bass Lake, it brought back all the memories of my uncles who are gone now. It was a good time. I had a good time. Let's see. You're older than me. 54. I'm 60. I'm going to be 67. So I don't think you're older than me. I think if the charcoal is really lightweight, it burns pretty quickly. Plus the high heat will cause it. Yeah. So I might try that, Logan. I might get a couple of, briquettes. I don't even know where I'd get them. I can get them from Lasada. But I mean, like before Saturday. I might try putting those in there, getting a real good base with those, and then just feeding the top with wood and the lump. And you got to break it up. Like I said, you said it was different. You didn't think it was a good thing that whole back comes off the Walmart one. I think it's an awesome deal because the basket's this big. I mean, you could fit the whole bag that I used in one shot in the top of in the back of there. So I think it would be better. But we'll see. No, I said I retired when I was 50. But see, you're ready when you can retire. If you come and check out Thailand, I think I don't know. My criteria is of where I wanted to go because I went to Costa Rica for 8 months back in 15. checking out things and stuff. And um, it's almost exactly the same climate as here. It's on the other side of the world but it's just about the same distance from the equator. They have a rainy season and our high season. Everything is the temperature, the humidity. The only thing here is the humidity. It took me a while to get used to, but my criteria for where I wanted to retire was I want to be able to swim in the ocean on Christmas and New Year's. And if I can go and swim in the ocean on those two times, the place is good enough for me. Costa Rica was a little bit more expensive. It wasn't years ago, 20 years ago, 15 years ago. But now the rent is still reasonable. I don't know. In 2015, it was about $500 for a 2-bedroom small apartment condo type deal, about 2 blocks from the water, though. So that I considered reasonable back then. But still, if you wanted to eat anything imported, Americanized, it cost a fortune. Dave, if the home back comes on, won't be lighting up on my hands. Probably too hot to hold. I don't know, but I got a pair of gloves. I got to get out of the box in there that I bought for the camping trip, and I'm going to put those out there. But I didn't have. If you touch that oven, if you got kids or something like that, it would probably be better if it was way up higher, because the whole thing will burn the living crud out of you. But I don't know. We're going to find out on Saturday, and I'll try to do so I can put out even a little short if I find like the magic deal. But I'm probably going to do all just roll them out, thin crust, and bang, bang, bang. Maybe make 10 or 15. I don't know how many people are coming. I'll make a bunch of them and throw them out there, because the people will come and take them. Even if they don't come to the party, my mother-in-law will call them. They'll come over and grab whatever's left. They're not shy. Yeah. Here is awful, is it? It's high here, man. It took me a while to get used to it. Although I was kind of, I guess if you come from Florida, or if you come from a place that has high humidity, it isn't quite as devastating to me. But I could go into a restaurant that's air conditioned, or go back in the house, or jump in the water, or whatever the case may be. But I'm pretty much I'm acclimated to it now, I guess. Find some place to put my cup. Maybe get a drink here. Hey Jay, how you doing? Glad you could make it. So, yeah. So I don't know. Thailand's been good to me. I got nothing but good things to say. And like I said, the bang for the buck. And it, in the United States anyway, it depends on what you did. But I wanted to say the average Social Security was somewhere between 18 and 2,200, maybe 16 and 2,200. And you can live here. Are you gonna go out to eat every night? No. If you watch my one little video on it, the breakdown I did is pretty accurate. I'm just not that good at doing videos. Hopefully I'll get better, especially for Trailer Trash Thailand channel. But it's a very, like I said, you could still go out. You could, in the $1,800 breakdown, I think I put in traveling by either bus or train and going on mini vacations once a month for $2,500, a couple of nights in a $1,000 a night hotel on the water somewhere, or close to the water, and different places of Thailand. So even travel in there. But again, I'm not a drinker, and I'm not a carouser. I'm not chasing 25-year-olds around Thailand. I'm content with my life. So I don't, if you're going to go out and drink and spend a lot of money, you'll need a lot more to live here. You'll be up in the $3,000-$4,000 a month range. But to have a good life and relax, I mean, I take out $3,000 a month, and I have no payment on the house in Ubon. I building that out of pocket. This one I built half out of pocket, so it's got a $14,000 a month deal. 2 cars now, even though I put a big down on my truck. It's still 12,000. We still have 2 years to go on the kicks, I think, at 12,000. So I've got bills and stuff, and I pay all that, and I still have plenty of money. Plus, I give my wife money to run the house. I give my mother-in-law money so she doesn't work, and I still have plenty. I don't need that much. Now, when I was smoking 3 packs a day, but still here in Thailand made it worse. It was, when I first came here, I went, oh my God, I can get a pack of cigarettes for 60 cents or whatever. I mean, for 60 baht or something, or I can't remember what it was. It was cheap, like a couple of dollars or something. So coming from the United States back in 18, what were they? $7, $8, $9 a pack? Might be more now. I don't even know. But it's been 3 years since I smoked, since I got sick and ended up in intensive care for 2 months with a tube down my throat, and quit smoking after 50 years. So but if you don't have a bunch of vices, or want to go out drinking every day and stuff like that, you can live very comfortably here in Thailand. Is Joe here? Hey, Joe, how you doing? You mean, what did I say? What did I say? What did I say? You mean 1,000 baht? Yeah, 1,000 baht, not 1,000. Did I say dollars? That figures. Let's see. Jay saying 2,000 a month is a decent life. 3,000 a month. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, like me. But like I said, even people criticize some people out there, say you can live in Thailand on 1,200, and you can. When you can get a place here in Isan for $150 for a 1-bedroom or a bachelor apartment with air conditioning, do the math. It's not hard to even figure out. Even if you're not from here, watch a couple of videos, see how much the common electric bill is. Internet's cheap, food is cheap, everything's cheap. I mean, just do the calcs. I did it in that one video. It's it can be done. Would it be the way I want to live or retire? No. Would it be the way that I would want to retire if I only had $1,200 a month? Yeah, you bet. I'd be here in a heartbeat. So it isn't the ideal for me, but I would take it above, paying, what, I don't even know. In Southern California, what's the cheapest bachelor apartment you're going to find in a crappy neighborhood? $800 a month? It's insane. I don't know. Hey, John, how you doing? If you guys aren't subscribed, please subscribe to my buddy John's channel. Does a bunch of good videos, fun stuff. Good guy. You know me. I don't ever suggest anything to anybody that's nasty or something. Thanks, Joe. Let's see. It'll be good when I retire and make the move. Totally. Yeah, like I said, man, if you can retire 1 minute earlier than you thought you could retire, again, being able to retire, not, oh, Dave said just retire. No, I never said that. When you're in a position to retire and you can retire 5 seconds earlier than you want to retire, I would retire. But definitely a good place. Oh, you're more than welcome, John. Hey, Paul, how you doing? Hope you're well. If you guys, another one, let me put that up. If you guys aren't subscribed, please do yourself a favor. And yeah, so we got 15 people in here. I'll show real quick again. I only have one picture because they haven't said this from 2 days ago. This is the Ubon house they're putting in the tile. And they're painting. They have all the paint and everything. So we're going, not this weekend, because I'm going to have a pizza party on Saturday, and barbecue, chicken and pork, but American style barbecue with barbecue sauce and stuff. But I bet you when we go, we're going a week from this Saturday. They're going to have most of the floor in and the place probably painted. So I don't know what's going to be left. According to my wife, with the Buddhist thing, well, when are we going to have the thing? They're probably going to be done in October. She said, no, November or December, I can't remember, is a better month. So I don't know. So the house will be done. The only bummer is, because I said, is is your brother the one that is going to occupy the back apartment and be the caretaker pretty much. Um, is he going to move in before? Oh no, we don't. Buddhists don't move in until after the house has been blessed, which I knew that, but it didn't dawn on me. So I don't know. Is he going to wait till December? I mean, he lives in his shop, so like I said it before, it's an upgrade for him, obviously. I mean, he's putting on Facebook, showing the house and everything. He wants a wife, so he's trying to he's trying to find a wife. But well, it'll be interesting to see, because they're just, like I said, man, they're kicking ass and taking names. They're not. They're not. They're fast, man. I lived that. Retired soon as I could. Got so bored, had to find something to keep me busy. Moved to Thailand. That'll keep you busy. And I totally understand that. When I did, and I was young, my cousin was dying of Lou Gehrig's disease. I went for 2 years down there, 4 days a week. He was in Southern California. I was in above Fresno at Bass Lake, and took care of him until he was in completely incapacitated, and I couldn't feed him, or I couldn't do some stuff. So we hired a guy anyway. So that occupied my time for a couple of years, and then I had Bass Lake right there. I could fish every day. I was in the high Sierras. I had my bike. I was in my environment. It was okay, but I could see how you could become bored and want something to do, and kind of. I don't want to say kind of that way I feel here, but I wish I could do more, and I'm going to do more. A lot holding me back is my knees and my age, and a bunch of stuff that I want to take care of, and I will take care of. So, what is Andrew saying? The monks are hunkered down for another month or two before they can come up and do. Is that what it is? I don't know. Yeah, you could be right, Andrew. I just, whatever my wife said. Okay, it doesn't. I'll go there. I'll pull the trailer there and pull it in the front yard. I got no problem with that. But the thing that would be kind of cool is which they probably will, since they're putting the floors in. I told them it would be nice to have that first entryway common bathroom done and usable, because even if I come there and I have it's a lot better than having to mess with the trailer, I guess is what I'm saying, to just be able to go in and use the bathroom. But it would be kind of cool, because I want to see what's happening and what I got to do with that pond. I mean, I got to make it. I got to get it balanced somehow, to get rid of that dirt, clay stuff, and so anyway, it'll be interesting to see. Okay, islands are. Hey, thanks. I really appreciate you coming by. Hopefully you'll come by again. You have a good night, Monica. Hey, Robert Mack, how you doing? Saying hi. How come it's not? There we go. Hey, Robert. Everybody's saying hi to Robert. While they're doing that, I'll have a drink. All right. So, I think that's pretty much the gist of things. I'm going to do the dough today, try to figure out what size dough that I need for a 13-inch pizza. Hopefully I'll get the peels that I have, although I do have the turning peel, so that'll help a lot. And maybe do another test run on just on the basically getting the burn of the charcoal right and getting it hot enough. It needs to be hotter. And like I said, my wife wants what I consider New York style crap, push the air out of the dough, get it as thin as possible, barely any crust, and that's the way they like them. So I'll make them the way that they like them. Doesn't really matter to me. Maybe I'll make one Neapolitan style deal. We'll see. The doughs are a little bit different, but the dough that she wants is basically the same dough that my uncle has passed down since the 50s in the restaurants he had to all of us. Very simple. Some people put olive oil in it, some people don't, but the basic gist is it's salt, a little tiny bit of sugar, yeast and flour, and then a little bit. I put a little bit of olive oil. I don't know. It seems like it gets across. Anyway, I won't get on the pizza stuff, but it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. And I'm going to pick up on Friday. I'll go to Macro, get some more mozzarella and some tomatoes to make the sauce, and pick up basically what I'm going to put on the pizza for them, which would be imitation crab, ham, pineapple. I have to have pineapple, mushrooms, and I'll probably get some olives. I like olives. So that'll be it. But it'll be fun. It'll be a fun Saturday. Maybe if I do get a chance, if a bunch of people are here, maybe I'll set the GoPro up and just kind of take a picture around and put out a little video of the it'd pretty much be our first one. When we took off a month ago with the kids to go to where did we go? Ubon with the trailer. We got down the road and my mother and father-in-law, like 14, 15, 16-year-old kids and their parents leave. They must have had 15 friends over to the house. And I was wondering why before we were leaving, they were cleaning the pool. They never do. I always do it, and they were cleaning the pool and right before we get ready, and we have cameras all over, and I check on the pond or whatever. And I pulled it up and looked at the fish, and there must have been 15, 20 people in the backyard. So God bless them. They enjoy doing that. They enjoy having the house and being able to do it. So it'll be our first party. They already had one. But I imagine there'll be 15, 20 people. Hopefully Andrew and his better half can make it. I don't know if Bobby can or not. I don't think so. I think he's going to Bangkok. I think he's leaving on the 12th. I don't even know what the date is today. What is the date? 9th, 8th, something? I don't know. Anyway, it'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I'll pick up some thighs, some legs, and then some kind of pork. Maybe, I don't know what they have. Whatever looks good to be barbecued, whether it be a pork chop, a pork, some kind of pork, whatever. I'll throw it on there. I'm sure they'll like it. Worst case scenario, they just smother it in ketchup and love it. That's what they do with the pizza. So we'll see. I used to do it all the time at the rental house, have pizza, and they enjoyed it, had a good time. Okay, cool. Good to hear. Good to hear. Andrew said he'll be there. Hey Jack, how you doing? But I know Maui was doing a live stream this morning, so if you guys haven't catched, Maui does what I think is excellent live streams. Him and the missus get on the bike, find a beach, walk up and down it, talk. Stuff I like. It's interesting to me. So if you guys aren't subscribed, please do yourself a favor. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot on me, but it's going to be, if I can get that thing to stay hot enough and feed it, I can cook 10 pizzas in an hour. I mean, it doesn't take long if I can make them that quick. But I think I'm going to make 10 enough dough for 10 pizzas. That ought to be enough. I mean, even if we get 20 people, a half of a 13-inch pizza should be enough for anybody, plus the pork. And I'm sure that my mother-in-law is going to make some kind of papaya salad or, something. She'll make something. So it'll be good. At least I'm looking forward to it. We haven't done it. That's why we built this, why we put this building here, why we have the observation deck on top, because we didn't want to lose the footage, and I wanted this little room, which is freaking awesome. It's my favorite place. But we still have the 3x4 meter top up there that you can fit 8-10 people, and then in the pool 8-10 people. You can have 20 people in this backyard, which you think you wouldn't fit anything, and still be able to move around. So we built it for that reason, to have the kids love that little pool. I mean, so do the adults. They all enjoy it. And I have to say I do too. And I had to get a couple things for that to get that ready. I just did a test on it and did that. I cleaned the front pond. I got to clean the glass. We ordered some new fish. My wife found this freaking Japanese koi farm that also has a place in Bangkok, and they're Japanese fish. And we bought, I think so far we've gotten 4, and I think we bought 8 more on in an auction at reasonable prices. The fish that we were buying between 300 and 400 baht each. So that's nothing. 12, 14, $15 each. These same fish, the quality, now they're not, the best top quality Japanese fish. But those same fish would be $75 in the States. So, I have to stop watching it because I'm a fanatic with the fish. I don't have no room to put them. So we're going to take some of the ones that were in the front one, and we'll take those to Ubon. And the other 8 fish should be here tomorrow morning, I think. So I haven't done any videos on that. I probably should have. But they're very nice, decent fish, real nice. So I'll put those there. I should thin out this one. We were supposed to clean, or I wanted to clean the big pond today with the cousin, but due to the rain, he's not going to show up because he's painting. So he thinks he's only painting. So he'll say it's raining and I'll stay home and get drunk, which is, I guess, a good thing. I don't know. He seems like a happy guy. He just needs to man up a little bit. But hopefully I'll get that done. And like I said, I got to get a couple of things for the pool. I was hoping that he could get the wall and everything painted, so everything back here is pretty much done. We'll do a big cleanup on Friday. He'll be here, and I don't know. It should. I'm looking, like I said, I'm looking forward to it. I like doing that stuff. That's why I think my favorite part of Chuck and Paige's channel is their Sunday Fun Day stuff. Family. First off, I'm Italian, so I come from that type of a background. Even though the Italians are real big on family, as are the Spanish and Mexican people. That same type of thing. Even Costa Rican and Thailand, they're all, they're just tight, and I dig that. I like it, and I kind of miss it. Even when the family, my 2 uncles and my mother, 2 brothers and a sister, and my grandmother and grandfather came out here, I think in the early 50s, and then my uncles opened up Paisano's Pizza on Hollywood Boulevard, and it was in the beginning, Easter, Christmas, every holiday, the family was together, all 3 families and friends. And that faded. The East Coast, they're a lot tighter, man. I look at the families back there and they're a lot tighter. And we've kind of lost that in California, which is sad. So anyway, to have the people, I said, it doesn't, I think Saturdays are better for us than Fun Day, Sunday Fun Day, because a lot of the people work on Monday and they have the weekend off. So, Saturday, 8-10 people, there's only really, family wise, at the most, probably 6-8 people, 10, and maybe a couple of friends, whatever it works into, it doesn't matter. Because, when I'm really thinking about it, I'll find out when I go to Macro on Friday. The most expensive thing probably about the pizza is going to be the cheese. Cheese is expensive. I'll see how much it costs, but I'm going to say 1,000, 1,500, maybe 2,000 baht. So it isn't going to break me. And that I'm figuring on a lot more people. I'm going to think I could probably do it, and I'll have my Thai wife sitting right next to me being frugal and be able to, maybe get by on $1,500. I think it would be a good thing. I think it's good for the family. I know it's good for me. Put the smile on my face. I just enjoy doing it. I enjoyed doing barbecues at home when I was there. Hell, I did my wedding in in Agua Dulce. We had just bought the property. We had over 200 people there, and I cooked tri-tip and beans and potato salad. I mean, it was awesome. It was country western, had a band. The only problem was it was like 110 that day, and our 5-tier cake was melting. And but it was a glorious day, man. It was awesome, and we were on 5 acres. We had fenced in about an acre of manicured with the koi pond and grass and trees and everything, and then there was plenty of places for people that came to park their motorhomes, and it was good. I just actually partially cooked the tri-tips the night before, and I had 2 giant boxes. I don't remember how many, a bunch. Took me more time to cut it than I think to cook it. And we, I par cooked them the night before and wrapped them all in tinfoil and shoved them into a refrigerator. And the next day, got married, got them all out, and started cooking and cooked for 2 hours. And it was fun. It was a good time. Good time. Fond memories, man. Fond memory. I miss it. If you guys are asking me anything, I'd never leave your yard. I dig my yard. I do. Let's see. Okay. It doesn't look like I missed anything. Watching on both channels. I appreciate that. I get watch hours on Trailer Trash Thailand's channel. And I'm going to be doing that again. My wife, next time we go to Ubon, I think I'm going to do another solo one to that place that I had told you guys about, the where the old immigration, well, there's still an immigration there. The old one that we used to go to. It's about 55 minutes from here. There's a place that I can get right on close to the lake there and everything. I think it'd be pretty cool. I've been planning that for a year or more since we saw it and looked for it. Probably do that maybe in a couple of weeks. I want to try to do at least one good video. Even the last one that I did, it wasn't what I wanted to do. It was more trial and error. I didn't hook up the microphones right. I didn't do a lot of crap right. But I'll get it down. I want to be decent, so when somebody watches it, they enjoy watching the video. But anyway, Dave, how hard was it? It was easy, and I've got a brush for it, and the charcoal pretty much went down to nothing. Pull the deal out, tink tink, done. It was easy to do, Logan. You guys will. I just think that you and Jamie would get a crap load of use out of that. I mean, you could make all sorts of vegetarian stuff, right? Like with Dana cracked me up. I gotta send it. He put in a thing because he wanted me to build a coal-fired, big giant, regular deal, which maybe someday I will. I don't know. And when I put in there the new coal-fired was the name of the deal. He said, you knew that you would trick me into watching it. Because I told him I would probably get a little one, and because he wanted, but I don't know if I don't know what he's got. He's a vegan or not a vegan, but a vegetarian, I think. And he's lactose intolerant, so I don't know what he does. What he would put on the pizza, but I'm curious to find out. But he likes the pizza. He must have something that he gets all the time. But I would think that Logan and Jamie would get a lot of use. And like I said, for 97 or delivered 110 or 14 or whatever it is, and a bag of coal, you guys could have a field day. The only thing I would do is hand kneading dough is a thing of my past. I'm, a mixer. It just makes life so much easier. And to make the dough, it's easy. Like I said, a little warm water, a little yeast. I use honey now instead of sugar. A little bit, just a teaspoon, and flour and a tablespoon or two of olive oil and salt, and turn the mixer on for 10, 15 minutes. And once it pulls away from the sides, take it out. It's pretty much ready to go then. Let it rise and then knock it down and make your balls and let them come up a little bit, and you're ready to go. It's an easy deal to do. You can look, there's a million people on YouTube that have recipes, and And once you got that, canned tomatoes are, I cook mine. A lot of people don't. They don't. They like it raw. I don't. I like the flavor that I can get from cooking it. Just me. They like it because it's a vibrant red, but my sauce is red anyway. So I don't know. But they just take the crushed tomatoes and bring them out, put some basil in it, some salt, maybe a little bit of sugar to take a little bit of the acid out of it, and that's your sauce. And then a bag of cheese, and then whatever you want to put on it. I guess you could put like mushrooms, of course, right up the yin yang. You put whatever you wanted on it, to cook it. I think it would be. I would have three if I was a vegetarian. Of course, the carbohydrates in the dough, I don't know, but and the salt. See, I have to kind of watch, all that crap. Tomato pie, yeah, that's right. I was just telling Jamie we could probably cook fresh. Yeah, sure you could. And I love cooking fresh bread. See, the problem is with me is you give me make a nice Italian or sourdough bread, or whatever, and give me, a lot of people give me butter and I would eat it too. It's good too, but the way the Italians taught me to eat it is olive oil, a little bit of salt and pepper, maybe just a drop or two of balsamic, and dip the bread in that, and I could eat the whole freaking loaf. So there's 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 carbs of it. I don't know. I need to probably not make bread. And I love making bread, and there's nothing better than that smell, especially when you make it in the house. That smell, that fresh bread. Yeah, but yeah, I never did either, except when I started getting tomatoes, Joe, with that were real acidic. The sugar, just the sugar, and you don't taste it, but it takes that bite of acid out of it. I found it to be better. And like I said, it's not. I put maybe a teaspoon of honey in making, five pizza doughs, and a decent one for the oven. I make them bigger in the oven. But this one here, that 13-inch deal is, a 12-inch deal is perfect for those little ovens. I think it's better than trying to make something too big. I tried, instead of being as dense as I am and my brain doesn't work, instead of me taking the dough balls that I had and trying to stretch them thinner, because I wanted it to cook more on the bottom, and I should have just took some dough away, took a big chunk out of there, and instead of that, and had that and made that a 13-inch pizza, which is what I'll do now. I'm just got to figure out what size the dough balls need to be. But it should work out good. We're going to find out, and we're probably going to find out before Saturday, or I will anyway. Maybe I'll put out a short. But yeah, I think it's going to be. I watched a video this morning about a guy. This is an Italian guy on there that I like the way he makes Neapolitan doughs and how he made it and all that kind of stuff. And then he went to California and met up with a friend of his or whatever that owns Joe's Pizza there, New York style. The 18, 22-inch. The wedges are like this, that big, and same thing. They just stretch it out. They don't roll it, but just stretch it out. But he said to make a 13-inch pizza, and I don't know why it came up. I think the guy must have asked him somehow about, what about for a small oven or at home or whatever. And he said 8 ounces for, he said the ounces for the 22 or the 18-inch, but he said 8 ounces. So that's what I'm going to start with and see what it looks like. And I'll probably make it. It's raining. I mean, what am I going to do? So maybe I'll make just try to make a little bit of dough, a couple of dough balls or something. And then I'll use that dough. The way that he said it was, he made the regular dough just like I would make the dough, In fact, the recipes are pretty much the same. But what he did was he would put it out for 2 hours. I would let it roll it out, or not roll it out, but ball it up, let them rise in 2 hours and use them. He let it rise a little bit for an hour, maybe hour and a half, and then put them in the refrigerator for 6 to 8 hours overnight or whatever, and then take them out the next day, let them come up to room temperature, and use them. So I might try that. So maybe I'll make a couple. Try to make a couple of here. Maybe I'll even make them with the double O. I bought that double O flour basically for the Neapolitans, but for the regular pizzas, I'll probably mix half double O and half bread flour. But I don't have any bread flour here, so and I'm not going to Macro today, so maybe I'll make them just out of double O and then see tomorrow. Put them in the refrigerator and see what they look like tomorrow. Take them out and fire up the oven. Maybe try to go get some different charcoal and see what happens. Yeah, give Dana pepperoni and tell him it's vegan. Yeah, let the one pepperoncinis I could put all over a pizza. I like those. I could even put some broccoli and stuff like that if you par cooked it, because I don't think 3 minutes in the oven in those ovens or 5 minutes ain't gonna cook no broccoli. And I wouldn't want it completely crunchy. So I don't know. I imagine there would be a lot of things that you could cook in there, Logan. I mean, and you're right, non-bread, yeah, everything. Um, they cook in steaks and stuff in them. I haven't tried that yet, and I might. The cast iron pan, man. They put it in there and let it, get hotter than hell and put it on, and you're getting seared from the top and seared from the bottom, and so we'll see. I'll try different stuff, but yeah, you could do a lot with them. Like I said, that one, I'm curious if you do get the one from Walmart. I'm thinking you load that thing up, you could probably make way more pizzas than you and Jamie are going to eat with one load of charcoal in there. The only thing, like I said, that I didn't see that you'd want to see is you got to get that roll across the top. And I would just, if you had hardwood there, some oak or whatever, a couple of chunks, and throw them on there, boy, it did it in that one there with that handful of chips that they basically use for smoking. But it was the only thing that I saw there, because I don't have any clue what kind of hardwood they have here in Thailand. But once I threw that on there, 10 seconds later, man, that whole top of that oven was aflame. And you can tell because you look at the stack and it's got some white smoke and stuff. Some of them are going so hot, the damn thing's red hot and blowing flames out the top. So I don't know if you'd want it that hot, but it's going to be interesting. But my wife doesn't want the Neapolitan style. I'll probably make one because I like them. But the rest of the dough and all that kind of stuff's going to be for, like I say, what I call New York style, crust that big and the pie that big. And a lot of people like that too. Even this one here, she didn't like the bread. I like the, Sicilian big thick style because I like bread. Yeah, spinach, mushrooms. That's right. I think that's his name. I can't remember. I can look. Do I have any more of them up there? I really like the guy. The guy is. Let me go here and see. Uh, 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 uh. Let's see if it comes up on here. Yeah, Vito, and I'll butcher his last name. Icopelli? Icopelli, is that right? I'll show you here. Let's see. But I think he's quite popular. I think he's got almost 1 million subscribers now. Let me see. How do I do that? I'll bring it up only because it gives me share screen. Where are you? That guy right there in the middle. That's an old one. Okay. Oh, what did I do? Okay, it's still there. Is that the guy? I don't know if you can see it. That it's awful small on there. Should have brought up his video. Oh, I could do that. I could bring up. Can you see that? Or no? Here, I'll bring it up bigger.
Listen, listen. Crunchy and soft in the same time. This flame is what is gonna cook our pizzas. So let's go right away.
Is that the guy? Hey, what's up, meow? You guys, where are you guys? Australia, right? I think I seen. Thanks for the picture, by the way, of Mark, of you guys with Mark. That was awesome. Yeah, that's him. Okay. Yeah, I mean the guy is got a bunch of information, especially on Neapolitans. The one I was just watching was the style. He had his dad from Italy come, and his dad makes I forget what they called it, I forget the style, but anyway, what I call a New York. In fact, he rolls it out with a rolling pin to get all the air out of it, and it's it's yay thin. And like I said, a lot of people like that. I like that's why I probably don't mind Pizza Factory. I like their dough. And their sauce isn't horrible or anything either. The thing that freaked me out is I ordered a double pepperoni, which is the only thing I ever get there. And my wife ordered, it was a buy one get one, and she ordered a different style meat something or other, and it had Thousand Island dressing on it. I said, "What the hell is this?" So they put Thousand Island dressing on. In fact, my wife bought some Thousand Island dressing. I wonder if she wants me to make a pizza with Thousand Island. She bought it for me because once in a while when I order from Slive, the hotel around the corner, they have decent hamburgers. Once in a while I'll order that and trying to get them to put 1,000 on it, or to get 1,000 for a salad, I'll order a salad. And I understand why they don't. It's expensive for them to make, I guess, or to buy. To make, it's cheap, What is it? Mayonnaise, ketchup, and some sliced up pickles. I mean, it's not like it's rocket science. But anyway, she bought it, so maybe she'll want a pizza with that. That'll be interesting. Hey Daniel, how you doing? It was 5,500. It was right under 200, right? Is that what that is? I should know, but I don't. Okay, it was 50. It was actually 56, but I think you can get them a little cheaper now. Divided by 35 is about what the going is. $160 is what that comes out to. $160. But if I don't know if you're here, Daniel, or if you're in the States, you can. Hey Johnny, how you doing? It's good to hear from you. You still here in Thailand? I saw you with Mitch. $97 for a coal-fired one from Walmart, or 117 online. So you can get them pretty cheap. And like I said, man, I like the bucket on the back of that thing. I think you can stuff it full of charcoal, and I think you can make pretty decent pizzas. But like I said, I wouldn't. What difference is it? You're not going to have it as close to the back if you're making a 12-inch pizza, because the pizza ovens are only 14, maybe 14 and a half inches wide. They look a little bit bigger than they actually are. But, what difference does it make if you just crunch it out like that? First one that I made in the video came out the best. It would have been, if I could have made it a little thinner, less dough, pretty much. What difference does it make? So make 5 of them instead of 3. It doesn't make any sense to have that room, first off, to be able to turn it and to be able to maneuver the pizza in the oven. That 12, 13 inches, I wouldn't push it to the max at 14. Now you're hitting the back gate, you're hanging over this. It's a pain in the ass. Buy a bigger oven or build one would be my suggestion to people. Hey, you're back. I just noticed that you're back here in Thailand, I think, right? Haven't seen you in a while. I don't know if Have you been putting out videos, or do you have your under a different name? Because I know you're living in the van when you go back. So if you are, let me know, because I don't know if I don't know if I'm in tune or subscribed to that channel, or if it's the same channel. Maybe you haven't had time to do to do videos. Hey, anytime, Robbie. But yeah, so I don't know. Even for the $160 here in Thailand, and there's a bunch of different ones. You can get some of the Omni, I think they're called. They're a little on the pricey side compared to these. But this one's built to take pellets. And I could see just feeding pellets and a big bag, 40-pound of pellets, and I don't know how long that would last, is 1,500 baht. So it's $45 for that bag. And I might buy one anyway just to see if because it needs to be hotter, man. It needs to be hotter. There's no doubt in my mind. So I might try that Logan suggestion of maybe some briquettes in the bottom, build it good and hot, and then lump charcoal, and then a little bit of wood. It might be good. Yeah, I think they have them here. I've seen them. I'd have to look. Am I on? Let's see if I can stop that, and we can look. Since some people seem like they're interested, let's see if Lasada, do I still have, is it still letting me sign in here or no? God, I don't know what let me see my email. Let's see. I don't know. Manage passwords. Let's see if I got it on here. You're not supposed to do that, by the way, in case anybody's wanting. No. Yeah, I do have Lasada. Windows password. Let me see. What is it? What do I do? Ah, okay. All right. Is anybody left? Okay. Let me. All right. Let me do this. Let's see. Yep, that was it. Okay. Let's see if we can find portable. This. Okay. Even came up when I came up with that with the gas one. All right. Those are covers. That isn't. Wow, that one's gas. How come I'm not portable? Pizza ovens. Let's see. Huh. For some reason, it's giving me a bunch of gas ones, but it's not. Oh, there they are. Okay, now I think those are double the price. Okay, let me pull this up. Sorry, guys. How many people are left? Yeah, there's still 16 of you. Some of you are interested in pizza. Okay, share screen. Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it. Okay, so these ones in the middle. These are gas though. Gas pizza ovens. I wonder if it says, is it natural gas? Logan, weren't you? You were looking for something like that, right? Let's see. It's got a little video, on and off, but I'm imagining it's running on propane, but I could be wrong. Those are all gas. I don't want gas. All right, put gas. But this one came up with a bunch of covers. Maybe not. Okay. Outdoor pizza oven, 72. That's not bad. Isn't this the Omni? Or no? 12-inch outdoor. So it's 15 inches wide, but I'm imagining that opening's probably about 13. But there's one there. And it says gas, didn't it? No, oven black. Okay. There's a bunch of them. Here's one for 13,000, wood fired. Is this the Omni? It looks like the Omni. Now this one I think is multi. See, and even on this 14 and they're just a 13-inch pizza's about all you're gonna do. See, there's the stone is just 12 inches wide, so you're not even gonna do that. So maybe it's less than I didn't measure. I didn't measure the one, but I bet you the pizza's maybe 10 inches. I'll do that when I get those peels when they come in. Those are 13,000. Here's one, 33,000. It's an interesting little this stainless steel deal. Is kind of interesting. That one's gas, but I don't know. But I'm not seeing the. Why isn't it showing me the ovens like I bought? Huh. Here's one that sits on the top of a deal, because there's the oven comparable with the Omni Coda 12. Let me see if it Oni Coda. Come on, I don't want that. I want this portable. Let's see what happens when I copy that, put that in here, and see where it goes. And still the covers. Maybe they stopped selling a lot of the ovens. I don't know. I could go back. What's this one? That's a cover. Just covers, and more covers. Okay, let me try something. We go here. See, there's covers because I bought one. There's some other stuff, but let me track my orders. I'm gonna try to go back and see if I could find. There's some barbecue sauce I ordered and some scales. Let's see. Was it before that? I don't remember. No. Guess it was after that. 4, 5. There it is. So let's see. See, that's the one I bought. 5,600 baht. And let's see if it shows any other ones. Here's one. It's the same oven. Here's one in black. 60 seconds. This one's different. 57. But like I said, I think it's still gonna be, it's still pretty much the same thing. I think they're gonna be about 10, 11 inches right under it. But I wouldn't try. I don't know. Do you really need to make them any bigger? I just can't see it. Let's see if they have any more. Here's one for 18,000. 56, 60s. No, those are gas fired. What is this one? 320. Oh, that's for a peel. Oh, I didn't want that. Okay. Sorry, guys. Oh, shit. Where was it? This one? 18,000. 13-inch. Outdoor gas. So this one's gas also. So they make a lot of them here, Logan. And like I said, I don't know about whether they're running them on. I think I'll come back. Is there anybody left? And still, guys are still. Yeah, they're probably propane. I'm guessing, but and that one's pricey. But the other ones weren't that bad. You have a 16-inch here. It's a multi-fuel. Yeah, and how big is the opening in it? Because when I was looking at mine was 17. That's the reason I bought that deal. And the opening's 14 and a half on the oven itself. The legs out are 17, so it's actually wider than some of the ones I saw. But that was the reason, because it didn't really show the stone size, and I didn't measure the stone, but I'd be curious to know how big they are. In the States, they run about 800. KARU. Let's see. Let's see. Oh wait. Yeah. Okay. KARU. Pizza. Let's see if it comes up with anything. No, just some covers again. No ovens. They probably don't have them here. But yeah, I'd be interested on how big that opening is. I made one out of brick, but took so long to get hot enough. Yeah, I'd like to build a pizza oven, whether it be wood fire or whatever you want to fire it with. But what I'm worried about, Robbie, is up on the roof of my man cave here. I don't know how. I never did ask the builders how much weight can I put up there. Because if I get, if I build something like that and I got 8 or 10 people standing up there, I don't want the damn thing to collapse. I guess it's pretty much easy for me to just contact them and say how much weight can I put up there, but which they probably won't know, and I'll tell you a reason why here in a minute. When I did, Joe sent me some stuff here. I'll look at it, Joe. When I had that hitch put on the truck, that was the first one that they did of the new gen boards, and I'd gotten a couple of the engineers there, because it only took them an hour to put it on. They're like the biggest manufacturer in Thailand of the manufactured hitch. They make them there and then send them to be installed throughout Thailand. And the owner's son and 2 engineers, one of them might have been the owner, I don't know. And I said, do you guys understand tongue weight? What can this hitch take tongue weight? And they said, tongue weight. I said, the weight. So I explained it to them, and they go, oh. I said, because I see some homemade trailers out here that probably got 3,000 pounds of tongue weight on the way they were built. And I don't want to, I know what the trailer is. I talked to the manufacturer or the guy I bought it from and got all that, because I was going to put the Honda CT, which I can't fit it. I got to do it on the back. On the front of that, originally, that was my thought. And it's only 250 pounds. That's what the Honda weighs. So needless to say, they don't have a designated, hey, only put, 350 pounds, 500 pounds, 400. They don't have one. I said, well, it might be something you might want to think about. And I know they're thinking to themselves. They were really nice and were really interested. They wanted to hear what I had to say. But there were probably a couple of them were going, we live here. We've been in this business for 50 years. We've never had a problem, so I don't know, but that's why they did, I don't know. Anyway, there's my 2 cents. Okay. That's of what, Joe? The pic I sent you is my pizza over or my outside oven. Okay, I see it here. That's nice. Now, did you have that built, Joe? I can show it to you. Did you have that built? Because I don't know. Like I said, I'm just worried. I'd have to find out, because Dana wants me to build one too. He says he'll come. We'll see. Yeah, very heavy. I know. I'm just a little worried about that. And like I said, worst case scenario is if I do decide to build one, even if it's not there, if I find another, although I don't have much room, I'd probably have to build it in the front yard, to tell you the truth, if I was to build a pizza oven. I'll just take this one to Ubon, and when I'm there, I'll make pizzas for everybody, because I'm sure it's really weird, but I was really, like I said, the Thai people never cease to amaze me, and my family included, the aunts and uncles, and they have nothing, man. They don't have anything. They always have smiles on their face. They're always happy. They're always enjoying life. And like I said, when we come, my wife usually goes, or my mother-in-law or whatever, and buy a bunch of pork and all this stuff, and then we have meals for a day or two, or we take them out to barbecue or something. I said, what do they eat? They don't have any money. And well, they raise their own rice, so they've got an abundance of sticky rice. And then the bamboo is big. They sent us home with a piece of bamboo, 2 pieces in the back of my truck, and then my aunt ferments it or puts it to where it'll last 50 years. I don't know. So I got tubs of the stuff up front. They eat that, and then when they do have a little bit, they'll buy a little bit of pork or whatever. But mainly it's mushrooms. They're out picking mushrooms because it's that time of year. Fish, if they go fishing. It's just amazing stuff when you come from the United States. Everybody, oh, we don't have anything here, government, give me money. Well, Thailand doesn't do that. Like I said, I think they get 500 baht, and then if you're a little bit older, you might get a little more, but 500 baht, $15 is what you get to for your retirement, for your Social Security per se. It's my understanding here in Thailand. So like I said, never complain. Never say anything. Happy as hell to see us most of the time, which I would be too. And it's amazing, man. They just go always happy. I never seen any of them sulking. I don't have anything. Nothing. Never. Smiles. Good to see you. I don't know. It's thoroughly amazing. That's why I say anything that I can do for my Thai family and for Thai people, period. I will do until the day I die. And my wife gets to do it from this channel for the people that are generous enough, that have done PayPal and have done the Google thing, even though Google wants to eat it all up like Joe just did. I don't think I put that up there. Thank you, Joe. You're amazing. My wife just she smiles, and that's worth more than money ever. So, and like I said, it amazes me, Thai people also. You give me 1,000 baht and send me out to the market, and I'll come back with food for 3 people. My wife sent her with 1,000 baht and she'll come back with food for 20, So it's just amazing that they know, and maybe because they're Thai, they get a little better deal, but not that big a deal. But she knows how. She knows how to spread the stretch the bot, and I think all of them do, which is a good thing. I'm trying to straighten my hat and drink my Coke. And I don't know if I look, Robbie. Are you here? You probably answered me, but I think you're here, right? Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Oh, you made it yourself, huh, Joe? Well, can you come here, Joe, and make one in my yard for me? Would that be easy? All right, let's see. 16-inch, 17 stone cooked 16-inch pizzas. Really? Wow. Of course, it was how much? It's 4 times the amount of the one. But I don't know. Money again is relevant, right? If you've got it, it makes a big difference than if you don't have it. That's what, like I said before, we've talked about it before. I censor myself because I figure it's rude, for me to go, it's only 100 baht. Well, 100 baht's a lot of money to most Thai people. And it should be to me too. And I've learned a little better respect for watching money and stuff like that from my wife. And, they get everything that they want for so little. And they're so happy to have it. It's amazing. If you haven't experienced it and you're watching this, you need to come to Thailand and check it out someday. Tough times make tough men. Good times. Yeah, I've been through some tough ones, so I guess I'm okay, Joe. Is Logan leaving? What is it? What time is it there, Scott? It's getting late, huh? Night. Until next time. Thanks, Logan. And Jamie, if you're sitting there, thank you guys. You guys are top notch. In fact, if you guys aren't subscribed, subscribe to Going Grays. Okay. So anyway, that's going to be the gist of my day today, the rest of the day. It's already been an hour and a half. I was only going to do an hour. But I'm going to make the dough. Like I said, I'm going to go off what this guy said, and I'm going to try 8 ounces and see what that looks like, and try it tomorrow morning. Fire it up again. I'll go pick up some charcoal. Maybe I can find some lump charcoal. I mean, some briquettes somewhere. They're probably not real common here. People make their own charcoal, and see, it all depends on what they're making it out of. If they're, I don't know. I don't know what the hardwood is here in Thailand. Maybe someone knows, and maybe they do make it out of some of that. But the stuff I got seemed to burn pretty quick, and like I said, I need to pile it in there and get it all the way up to that little door that opens in the top, and let it feed back down in there. And I need to get it hot and see what happens. We are in hard times very soon. Hope not. And where? In the States or all the world? Because you're getting agreed with. All right, Jack. Appreciate you coming by, man. I'm gonna sign off here fairly shortly anyway. Let me stop this and move that over there, and it will take about a week. All right, I got a place I'll put you up and feed you and make you comfortable. All right, everybody. You guys are awesome. There's no doubt. And again, just so normal, so everybody knows that I'll show this one more time. This is they're putting in the floor in the in Ubon. That was from 2 days ago. So paint and floor should be pretty much done when we go there a week from this Saturday. This Saturday we're having the pizza party at Bobby's. Here's here's about it. You're more than welcome. Andrew's coming. That's awesome. And I'll talk to you before then, Andrew, if you're still hanging. But on both these intros and outros on my live stream, in fact, even the one that I used, except for the music, in all of them, I had to put different music to it, are from Richard at Richard Travels. Top-notch guy, did them for me. I hope everything's going well for you, Richard. And I guess let's see, I got to find my outro. I got everything set up. Have a great morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on where you're at. And I will catch you on the next one.